This is the backdrop you all know and love. This is my studio where all the magic happens. Now, it is going to change. Maybe quite drastically, maybe just subtly. We will see by the end result, but it'll change. Now, why would I want to change my studio? Well, firstly, it's getting quite crowded over here. I got my wheels, got my backdrop closet cabinet thingy that's getting very crowded, and there is a lot of very unaesthetically pleasing stuff in there. This is not going to do. So that is why, well, I also moved all the boxes with stash that was over here and moved them to this side of the studio, and we salvaged these two iron shelvings situation. These were in a shed on our property that we didn't use, and we tore down the shed and salvaged these two shelving situations, storage space. So we are going to take quite a bit of the unaesthetically pleasing stuff that is over there, that is crowding my filming space, and put them over here. How many bags of onion peels does one need? Well, more than this. When cleaning, I came across these, which are like yarn bands that I made for my first woolly adventures plan. Before I made my YouTube channel, I actually wanted to become like an indie yarn dyer. That's where also the name Mijn Wolden came from. This would have been the logo. That's never going to happen. That's too much work. I cannot do that. But a YouTube channel, that's just my thing. Or well, that's up to you to judge, of course. I've also cleared out my bins so that the fluff I got this year is now also stored in the bins. We still, of course, have this monster of a bag of fleeces, but I don't want to get rid of that one. It's quite sentimental. But over here is a pile of fleeces that I have gathered that I have put up on Facebook to be taken away freely. I would rather see it go to another spinner or felter or whatever than to just actually throw it away. But I am aware that I will not be able to get through all of that in my lifetime. Actually, not even the fleeces that I have kept for now. But I'm more hopeful about that because I think I have reduced my stash to like 50% now. And this afternoon already one lady is going to get some of the US Sun fleeces that are in there. So yeah, they'll get a better home now. Anyhow, what to do with all of this? So much yarn, and then ugh. think I might put my loom back there as well. I actually still need to finish this lazy gate. Hard-working gate. It's still in unfinished wood condition. That's very lazy Jente of me. This is, however, very aesthetically pleasing, but you don't see it in my videos, so it's just standing in my way. And so is this. However, I will need this in a future video or maybe a past video. Don't know in which sequence these videos will come out. This is the leftover zwartbles from Tourtvlies. So it's actually only been a couple of hours and I have decimated the amount of fiber and bags that are here behind me. Like literally, one woman just picked up 5 bags. Nice. It's like half of what I had. I'm so happy that I'm giving away these bags of fluff to other spinners, other weavers, other crafters, whatever, that they can get a good life, that they can actually get used, because they wouldn't if they stayed with me. Now, in half an hour, there will be another one who is interested in the fleeces, and maybe I can convince her to take all. That would be great. Although there are other people interested as well. We shall see, but I've got a feeling that this is going to be gone faster than I had ever imagined. Like, actually, I thought it was going to get really slow to get all these bags out, especially because there's just so much free fiber everywhere in Belgium, that I thought I'm never going to get rid of these. Like, never. I have to spin them all myself. But hey, here we are. That's good. I brought some stuff. More specifically, some expert studio stuff that hopefully will make my videos a higher quality. Well, it's just one thing actually, but it's more components. It's studio lighting! Or, I don't know, just some lighting so that I can also actually film in here in winter time and it doesn't look like grainy. And I haven't shown you yet, but I want to show you because I'm here with my jacket on and everything. Have you seen this bag? Like, I'm not sponsored, but this is actually #gifted. But mostly because she's family. Like, the owner of handmade.nl made this for me when she saw this needlepoint image, and the spinner reminded her of me, so she made me a bag and I've been carrying it around ever since. Yes. Anyway, let's assemble this light and see how bright it gets. And I have a pair of scissors over here. This is a sturdier tripod than the one for my camera. Falcon Eyes DV80V. Oof. Installation instruction. This product has not included the items in it. Okay. It does a thing, but I think probably the battery isn't charged up. probably first need to do that. I'll return to you later. Here we go! What are we saying about new lighting? I mean, of course, I have to figure out a good spot to put this lamp, but I don't know. This feels good. This feels light. There is light. I can show you stuff, and it's almost dark outside because it's 6:30 and we're in the middle of October. Well, this is bright, but also lots of shadows. Yeah, I'm going to toy around with this and come back to you. This seems nice. This seems real nice. Oh, nice lighting. You don't even know it's dark out. Do you see this? Do you see this? It's empty. All that wool is gone. I don't know. I just feel relief. A lot less stressed about owning all that wool that I will never spin, and quite happy that it's getting a good home where it will be used in any kind of crafting. This is a win-win situation. Like, this space itself is also feeling so much neater and brighter. Like, all the bags were situated over here, and then all the samla from IKEA were like behind the table, and now we have space and the broomstick, but space! So much room for activities. Yeah, this is great. I'm happy. Like, this one is still a monster that I will never spin throughout the course of my lifetime, I guess, but I'm keeping it for sentimental values. Just because it's the first bag of wool that I got from my local farmer. And like, it's in reach just for all my dye projects. It's like perfect dyeing wool. And then you've got the rest of my stash over here, which feels neat and orderly and just manageable. Yes, this is good. This is good. Also, have you seen my shelving over here? Neat, 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 neat. Not so very neat, but yes, I'm happy. I hope you can see and or hear that. Next to all the fluff that was giving me stress and panic, there is one other thing I really want to get rid of in this studio. And you're looking right at it. Well, no, it's not me. I don't want to get rid of myself. It's this. Yeah, this squeaky mess of a table that really annoys me whenever I'm using my drum corder or whenever I'm trying to felt. This needs to go. I know it's been quite the iconic staple of all my videos, but it needs to go. It is going to go, and we already have a replacement. Just some random cabinets, you'd say? Oh, no, no, no. These are the legs of our new to us table. It's not a new table. This comes from my parents-in-law. They were cleaning up some stuff, and we're going to repurpose it, because why buy new? There is already so much stuff in the world. Here be the table surface planks. I don't know, you know what I mean. This will come on top of the little cabinets and make a long, long boy of a table. I'm also, because some people have, well, I wouldn't say complained, but commented on the tablecloth that it's a little bit too bright and sometimes distracting. I'm going to try and find something else for that. We'll see. I've got some creative ideas how to repurpose the very bright tablecloth, but not as a tablecloth. But first, let's do all the table thingies. Whoopsie. So plan A for the repurposing of my tablecloth is hide the ugly. Like, yeah? It's a lot less ugly, and well, you wouldn't see this corner as much in videos as you would see the table surface. So if it is distracting then, well, that's just your problem then. I'm sorry. Anyway, I've got some sticky Velcro tape. I'm gonna Velcro this bit to my sink, I think. I don't know if it's the smartest way of operating, but I'm going to put the soft part of the Velcro against the sink so that whenever the tablecloth is not on there, I don't get caught on my sink every time. That was my reasoning. Let me know in the comments if you think that was smart. Ayo! No more dirty shit in the background, I hope. I'm not going to promise anything because I cannot be trusted. Here we go! There is a new table. Actually, it's also 20 centimeters of extra workspace. Now, right now, the surface is just resting on these cabinets. We need some adhesive to fix them in place. My husband will go and get that, I don't know, maybe tomorrow. But for now, I am quite happy with this improvement that we did. Even without the adhesive, it's much harder to get a wiggle from this table. Meh, the fly. Get away, fly. Not in my face. And well, since the legs are cabinets, more storage space too. We can only be happy with that. Can I interest you in a little bit of trinket lore? These two spinning wheels came from my local second-hand shop, where they were just sitting on a shelf. Both of them, so I took both of them, and people at the register didn't register why I would want two little spinning wheels, so I said, well, I have the big ones of them at home, and they were like, for decor too? No. That's quite insulting. What I was going to talk to you about is this vase. Where I work, we had an exposition on ceramics, and a lot of it was going to be sold for charity. But like my colleague who was organizing really detested this vase. He would not put it up for display, and he was like joking about, I'm going to give it to you. And I'm like, well, yeah, maybe you could give it to me. How sad I would be if you would give it to me. It would not be the perfect whimsical decor for my YouTube videos. No, not at all. This, by the way, holds my card weaving essentials. And this was some tapestry, no, just some colorwork knitting. I think one of the first things I tried, and I just wrapped it around a wicker basket. Nothing special, just that. Hope that was interesting. Oh, and for the old table, it's over here. We're going to put it on Tweedehands or Facebook Marketplace for anyone that has use for it. Circular economy. This is how we like to whirl. To whirl, no, to roll or to rock. I don't know, rock and roll. Peace on. Boop. I think I'm going to conclude this studio haul vlog over here. There is still quite a lot of things that I would like. Like, I have rummaged around in this section again, and now it's not aesthetic anymore. Yeah, you know, it's just going to happen time and time again. I also would like to clean up my other craft space, like my painting and drawing space. I might take you along for that as well. And what I really would like over here in this corner is to have like a nice sofa, a settee, chair kind of thing, to be able to also just knit in here, be cozy, be knitting, talking to you guys. That would be nice. I've got just a chair that I want up in my bedroom at my mom's, so it just needs to get here. Anyway, as you can see, while much improved, this studio is not ready, but we will see that in another video. So, if you like these kind of fiber adjacent shenanigans, then maybe you could like, comment or subscribe. But of course, that is all up to you. And as for me, I will see you in a next video. Bye!